Hey guys, welcome back to Respawn and Replay in the series Do I Wish I Played This? Now, the focus this week is Contra 3 The Alien Wars. This is a 1992 run and gun video game developed and published by Konami for the Super Nintendo Entertainment System, or the SNES. It is a third home console entry in the Contra series after Contra 1988 and Super Contra in 1990. These both came out on the Nintendo Entertainment System, or the NES. So we'll jump straight into it. I will go into the three categories in how I like to, review these retro games. And once again, it's basically related to how I used to like reading them back in the day on, certain websites or in magazines. And the focuses were graphics, gameplay, and sound. So we'll kick off with graphics. So I'll just put it straight out there. Gorgeous. This pushes the Super Nintendo to its limits. Multiple bosses with different attacks, heavily utilizing Mode 7, along with stage variations, side-scrolling, top-down, auto-scroll on bike stages. They all look awesome. Industrial or futuristic styles, in top-view style, everything just looks and animates differently and looks really nice. The bosses on the stages even fly upwards at the screen in cool pixelated ways that that Mode 7 used to give. So you'll be in the middle of a battle with the boss and it flies up towards the screen and it literally takes up the whole screen. You can't see, but it just looks and feels awesome. When it lands back down, it moves with like that Mode 7 looks. It almost gives a 3D element. I love that stuff. So that looked, I was really into that heavily. Even the mini bosses, they have amazing animations as well. So does each weapon. Each weapon has a different type of, bullet shot or explosion, and they actually just look incredible, just awesome. Unfortunately, along with those explosions and cool animations, with multiple mobs on the screen at once, you start seeing slowdown. This brings me on to the gameplay. Fast, intense action, and it doesn't stop. Whether you're run and gunning heaps of mobs, dodging intricate movements during the boss battles, the game is so much fun. Multiple weapons, each with varying styles to suit the stage or even the section. Like, the game is very generous in dropping what you might need for a given section. I love the heat seeker missile, personally, but I couldn't stand the laser. Avoid it at all costs. To me, it's just too slow. It only goes in that one direction, a pinpoint direction. I think it goes through the mob, so maybe that's the benefit. But overall, I couldn't stand it. I love the heat seeker missile when it came to the gameplay or the weapons. One other thing I didn't like as well is that there was no health. One hit and you're finished. You can increase your lives in the option menu, change the mode to easy, normal, or hard. I was playing on normal, that's how I approach most of my games. Enemies, different mobs, so many different variations of different looks to them, how they move, how they shoot. I did notice on the difference between normal and easy, because I played easy with my son. And there's a part in the game where these dogs are eating in the background. And when you go past them in normal mode, they jump out and they try to eat you. But in the easy mode, they wouldn't come out. They just animated, looked around, and then went back to what they were doing. I thought that was pretty cool. I noticed that. Then onto the bosses. There is multiple bosses in each stage. Sometimes even multiple mini bosses. You finish one, and I was right onto the next one, which was so cool. But man, it was chaotic. I was climbing a wire at one point, fought a boss, having to hang on to its propellers, killed that thing, jumped back up to the wire, started climbing up, and then another mini boss jumps and grabs you on the wall, and then you're climbing up, avoiding its attacks. Just so cool. Really, it was just awesome. Then you got stage 2, which was a complete change to the game. So it was a top view type of stage. The controls were L and R to turn your character. That took a little bit to get used to, and I didn't even know you could duck and dodge the bullets until I watched the start of the game. Yeah, sometimes these games they roll through and they show how the game runs. And I saw the guy ducking down, dodging the bullets. I played it 4 or 5 times straight, died on those stages, went to the next stage, died, went back, respawned, replay, back and forth. And only then I saw that and I could realize you could duck. So that was, I thought that was annoying, but it was funny at the same time. The stages also set traps, and there's different maneuvers like wall climbing and riding the bikes. So heaps of different gameplay elements into the game, and they all worked really well with either the stage, the section, even the boss battles. You might be climbing on all the walls to avoid the boss, which you don't do that in the stage, but then they add these different mechanics in it. So awesome. Love it. On to sound. Like, just ticks every box. You know, every explosion, every awesome beat in the stages, the boss battles all sounded awesome, the sound effects when you're shooting them, everything just has such impact. I love it. Every weapon. The only one that probably sounded a bit silly was maybe, I think, the shotgun. Didn't sound as cool as what I thought it would have sounded. But every other one, like when it did the little missiles that shoot and blow up and hit the walls, and they cause a little explosion that if something gets in it, they blow up too. Oh, so good. So I can't say anything other than the sound was fantastic, keeps you in the game, and goes perfectly well with the graphics and the gameplay. Top notch. Alright, so on to the verdict. Do I wish I played this? Hell yeah, man. Did I miss out? Far out, I did. I even tried the co-op with my son, like I was saying, and we had a ball with that. And it's hard for him to play it, but we were just shooting everything, having a bit of fun. You know, we got to the second stage and he started to struggle. But it's so good. It really is the kind of game I completely missed out on. I remember talking to people at work and saying, "Oh yeah, did you used to play Contra?" And I'm like, "No, never even tried it when I was younger." So I did miss out on some of these awesome games. I never even tried the Contra 1 or Contra 2. I just jumped to this because I'm really into the Super Nintendo retro reviews currently. I've got a good few to go through, so I thought I'd pick this one next. And man, I missed out bad with this. The multiplayer part, if I was playing with my family or friends, would have just been so cool. Would have just made the whole weekend fly by playing this game. So did miss out on it, but once again, you can play it now. It is on the Super Nintendo Classic, the Mini. I couldn't find it on the Switch. I don't think it's on the Switch currently. So I played it on there, and yeah, awesome. Great game. Totally recommend it if you can play it in some way. And I think there's modernized remastered versions similar to Ghouls and Ghosts. So there's a lot of cool games I'm getting into from retro versions into the newer models that I can't wait to give a go. So did I miss out? Yes, I did. Am I enjoying it now? Yes, I am. And I think I've said that for most of these reviews. Okay, guys, hope you enjoyed this review. Please like and subscribe if you're enjoying this content. And as always, don't forget, you can always just respawn and replay. See you guys.